Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about In a Violent Nature. And this movie came out in 2024 and is directed by Chris Nash. And I believe this is his first feature film. And I liked this movie. I didn't love it, but what really captured my attention about this movie was the trailer. I thought it was really cool and interesting and captured the tone of what I wanted from a horror movie. That's kind of what I got. If the trailer looks good to you, then you might end up enjoying this film because it's pretty much a slasher film, but from the killer's perspective for the most part. And that's the best stuff in the movie. If you're fine with it all being from the slasher's perspective, then the movie will work for you. If you need characters to latch onto, then this movie will not work for you. And this is very much a film for people who are fans of slasher films, mainly Friday the 13th. It kept reminding me of something like that. And the kills in this movie were awesome. Those were the best parts of the movie. And there are a few in there that I really loved. And when they happened, I was like, this is awesome. I mean, I didn't say that out loud, but that's basically how I was feeling. It's like, this is really cool and fun, and I'm glad this is in the movie. And I did like it that there was no musical score for the film. It made certain things feel more intense. Not that I was ever scared at any point during the film, but it did help out to deliver this uncomfortable level of tension. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, especially when characters are just looking around for something and it's just the slasher walking through the woods and you hear the footsteps. The sound design is great for that kind of thing. And I also really enjoyed the practical effects in the movie and the design of the killer. I thought he looked pretty cool. And for most of the movie, you don't even see his face. And when they do show it, it actually looks pretty cool. And it's just for like one scene, really. And as far as the story goes, it did get kind of somewhat interesting for me about an hour into the film. And the movie is about an hour and 40 minutes long. So it's not really that beneficial for my experience. And by that point, there really wasn't much added. It was just, hey, we're giving something to the story now. And this movie's biggest problem is that the acting's not that great from the characters who are not slashers. And there's only one slasher in the movie, but the characters who are victims, that's what we'll call them, the acting from them isn't great, and also their characters are pretty weak and also pretty unlikable. Like, there's nothing really to like about any of these characters. And they honestly reminded me of the characters from Cabin Fever, but without any satire to it. And there was just nothing really memorable about them. All I can really remember is that some of them were more annoying than others. That's all I can really say about them. And one small thing to mention about this movie is that I believe this was a $500,000 movie budget. And I think they do a pretty good job with that money. And we are getting a sequel to this film, which I will check out. I enjoyed this movie enough. Like, the kills in this movie are awesome, and that's really what I'm going to remember this movie for. And I might check this movie out again at some point and just rewatch this film to refresh my memory so I'm all prepared for the sequel. And hopefully the sequel will deliver, at the very least, what this movie gave me was just awesome kills and some elements that I found to be unique, and it was very well shot. Like, you can watch this movie and find talent to be found in this film through the filmmaking. It's just that it's kind of being dragged down by the victim characters. Like, there's nothing to really like about them. It's fun to watch them die. Those scenes are pretty gory and over the top and fun, but that's about it. And this movie is also pretty slow paced. It's not a film that is really rushing through everything. It's not a film that's going to be a really fast. I didn't really feel the runtime, but I can imagine people watching this movie and thinking that it's very slow. And that's about all I have to say about In a Violent Nature. I liked it enough. I didn't regret watching it. It's currently on Amazon. That's how I watched it, or Amazon Prime. I don't have much else to say about it. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it for what it was, and I'm curious to see more. So with all that being said, I'm going to give In a Violent Nature a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below your thought of In a Violent Nature, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Sexy Beast. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.